What's up, guys? So today I am back with another predictions related video, and no, I'm not predicting an entire season right now, but I am reacting to my predictions from earlier this fall. As you hopefully saw a few months ago, I made my predictions for how I thought the NFL season was going to play out, and so now since we're about halfway through the season, I'm going to go back and see how those are shaping up. So here on my laptop, I have the predictions that I made next to the current standings, and I'll admit that I haven't looked at the standings in a little bit. I know how teams are doing generally, but I haven't looked at the actual numbers, so this will be kind of interesting to see. Alright, so we'll start in the AFC East just like I did back in that predictions video at the top. I'm pretty much dead on. The Patriots are 8-1 after just losing their perfect season to the Ravens a couple nights ago. I had them to go 14-2, so they're pretty much on pace for that. After that, the Bills are 6-2. Kind of off on this one. I said that they would go 5-11, so they've already gone above that win total I predicted. Below them, the Jets and Dolphins, both 1-7. I thought the Dolphins would go 2-14, so they're right on pace for that one. But the Jets, I thought would go 6-10 and be better than the Bills. That is not looking so good right now. Moving over to the AFC West, I had the Chiefs to go 13-3, and they're currently 6-3, so they're going to need to pull off quite the win streak here with the return of Patrick Mahomes. After them, the Raiders are 4-4. I thought that they would go 5-11, so things are going to have to tank pretty quickly for my prediction to be right over there. The Chargers are 4-5. I said they would be 11-5. Once again, going to need quite a few wins out of LA. And then the Broncos currently 3-6. I had them go 6-10, so that might be my only correct one in the entire division. Next up, AFC North, the Ravens currently 6-2, and I was pretty much on with that one. I thought they'd be 11-5, so they're pacing pretty well. The Steelers 4-4. I thought they would be 8-8. Again, pretty good. Browns are currently 2-6, and this is where it gets ugly. I thought they would go 11-5. Could not be more the opposite. They might go 5-11, if that good at all. Bengals 0-8. I thought they'd go 5-11. Once again, pretty off on that one. And rounding up the AFC, I have the AFC South. Texans currently 6-3. I thought they would go 9-7, so they're going to have to kind of cool off a little bit. Colts 5-3. I thought they'd go 5-11. Oh boy. Jaguars 4-5. I said 6-10. Once again, kind of underestimated them. And then Titans 4-5 as well. I said 8-8, so that one could be dead on. So kind of mixed results here as I look through the AFC. Pretty dead on with some of the leaders. I mean, the Chiefs, Patriots, Ravens, Texans, all pretty much at the top where I thought they would be. Some of the records not so great, especially as you get lower in the division. Some of the teams that are tanking, I didn't see being that bad. So a little off on that, but overall, I'm pretty happy with this. Anyways, moving over to the NFC now, I had the Eagles and Cowboys to finish atop the NFC East at 11-5 each, and so far pretty good on that. Cowboys are 5-3, Eagles are 5-4, so that could end up being pretty close. Same with the Giants, who are 2-7 right now. I had them to go 5-11, so they're looking pretty good for that. Then the Redskins, though, 1-8. I thought they'd be 4-12, so they're gonna have to get a little bit better here for that to come true. Now going over to the NFC West, and I gotta admit, this is probably one of my uglier divisions. I am pretty off here, top to bottom. 49ers currently 8-0, the only undefeated team left in football. I thought they'd go 7-9, and that's already mathematically impossible, so very off there. Seahawks currently 7-2. I thought they'd be 9-7, so that's not looking too likely either. After them, the Rams are right now 5-3. I thought that they would go 12-4 and win the division. So it's still possible that they go 12-4, but not looking so likely that they'll win the division. Then the Cardinals 3-5-1. I thought that they'd go 3-13, so they'd have to go winless the rest of the way for that to be correct. And if you thought that one was ugly, now wait for this one. The NFC North is not too pretty. The Packers 7-2. I thought they'd be 9-7 and in third. They're currently leading it. Vikings right there at 6-3. I thought they'd be 10-6, so still possible there if they cool off. Lions 3-4-1. I said 4-12. So not too good there. And then at the very bottom, this is probably my ugliest pick in the entire thing. The Bears are currently 3-5. I said that they would be 12-4 and win the division. They're at the bottom of it. Yikes. Not great for the Bears, not great for me. Our last division is the NFC South, and I had the Saints to win this one at 11-1, and so far so good on that one. They're 7-1, so they may even win more games than I expected. But right after them is the Carolina Panthers, 5-3. Dead on with that one. I said that they would be 10-6. Then the Buccaneers are 2-6. I said they'd be 5-11. Again, pretty close there. But then the Falcons currently 1-7. I thought they'd be 10-6, so that's the one that I'm really off on. So gotta admit here, looking through the NFC, not as pretty as the AFC. I had some of them that were pretty dead on. The NFC East was solid. Some of them in the NFC South pretty good as well. But the North and the West, yikes, not looking so good there for me. All right, so that's where we stand through 9 weeks, just about halfway through the NFL season, and I'm pretty happy with my picks. I'd say, some of them are pretty close, and there's a chance that they could get even closer the further we go here, and then, of course, some of them pretty off, and they could get even uglier. We will see, but that's kind of the fun of doing it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you're enjoying kind of following along with this process, and, of course, I'll be back at the end of the regular season to preview the playoffs and look at how these the final regular season records ended up. But for now, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.